Yo, it's your boy Rod, SideQuest, back with another video. Rope flow time, Odyssey, episode 4. And I have my new Adidas training vest, 10 kilograms, that I got for 70% off. It was 8,000 baht originally, but I got it for 2,400 baht from Lazada. Make sure you guys get your own if you're out here in Thailand. All right, we'll just start with the warm-up. Well, actually I warmed up earlier, my entire body, did some yoga in the condo, used my little resistance mini bands. So now I'll just warm up with a heavy rope, one-handed. Always remember, keep that breathing normal. And I hit my shin right there. It's all right. You know, the more I do flow rope, the more I can't help but just smile. Seriously. It's like so much fun. Yeah, man, I don't know why this vest was 70% off. I find that a little strange. I guess no one was buying it. But it is only hand wash. It's all right. I'll just take a rag and throw some spray on it, organic spray on it, and I'll wash it with some water. Wipe it down, I should say. All right, it's looking like the sun is coming in and out, so we'll be moving the camera around as usual. Trying to find the best lighting out here in Bangkok. And the sun just came. Oh, it's about to come back out right now. See, I'm always having issues with the slack in my rope. See that, guys? What you're going to want to do is just turn the rope over, and then you'll find it. Whichever hand, just turn one of the hands. Whichever hand feels most twisted. You'll see what I mean whenever you get your first rope. Last night I was flowing. I didn't vlog that episode, but that's okay. I was using my flow rope, and right here at nighttime on the other side, and some residents were in the day room area looking at me like, what in the world? But it's all right. Eventually they're gonna get their own rope. Always make sure you want to have a tight grip on the rope. I found myself loosening it just a little bit. I tighten it back up. Just wearing this training vest is putting in the work for me. What an incredible purchase. I can't stress 70% off. It was roughly like 74, 75 USD with the shipping too. I'm gonna use this bad boy very, very often. And the wind is picking up. That's great because I lost my wind muff whenever I was helping that gentleman. I told you guys about it in my previous video whenever I saved a man's life. So thinking that I'm just gonna buy another DJI mic transmitter too. That way I can have the wind muff that comes with it and the bag too. And that way I have two mics. So if I'm vlogging with someone, they can wear the mic too. I guess one of us could share the wind muff. You know, it's great recording my progress of the rope flow because I'm really seeing where the technique is faltering. It's almost helping with my progression just by watching the videos, believe it or not. Even though I'm just doing the basic movements, trust me, I can already understand. Nsima Inyang, the YouTuber, the fitness influencer that I told you guys that got me hooked on rope flow. He's a guy, he said once you get the basics down, everything else becomes super, super easy. And I can already see that. So check this out. I already have some initial fraying on my rope. It is a really nice rope, but just be aware that there's gonna come some wear and tear with it. So obviously this will last for a very, very, very long time. But I've never really heard of any heavy ropes breaking. If they do, that means that person was just going hard. All right, so we'll go left over right this time. How's your day going, guys? My day is beautiful out here in Bangkok. So now you see I'm just doing the overhand racing chase. Just getting a nice flow going. I feel like the Bob Ross of rope flow, even though I just started. Eventually I'm gonna get great though. And I'm gonna say, wow, we're gonna be carving away these tiny buildings with our rope, not painting tiny mountains or tiny trees. If you guys don't know, Bob Ross was actually a master sergeant in the Air Force, stationed out in Eielson Air Force Base. I was stationed in Fairbanks. But when he was there, he actually got inspiration from the mountains, the nature and scenery of Alaska, to then put that into his painting. Check it out. The next move I'll be learning is the overhand matador, but I just don't feel comfortable learning that as yet. I really, really want to get the basics down first, and then we'll move on. You know, one thing that I like about rope flow is that it just feels super, super responsive compared to dumbbells. Just doing a bicep curl, it doesn't have the same feel, it doesn't have the same wavelength to it. This feels like the rope is alive. Obviously it isn't, but it feels like it has a resistance all just in its existence. So you have to tame that beast. It's like a long snake, and the snake is being itself. But you can take it and turn it into a form of dance, which is ideally the goal for me. I want to be able to incorporate this exercise into parks and listening to my big Marshall Emerton 3 speaker while singing karaoke and doing rope flow. And people are gonna be looking at me like, what is this guy doing? Don't worry, I'll be giving y'all a show too. Woo. One of my favorite things about rope flow is that it enables movement of your own body. You know, even with yoga, it requires you to be on a mat. If you're doing vinyasa, hot Bikram yoga, still, you're stuck to a mat. This, I feel so free. Let me do a 360. See, a little 360 spin. Eventually, I'm gonna get good enough to where I can incorporate that 360 spin into a flowing movement. However, I had to get good at the basics first. So in yoga, I mean, I guess you can like do a turnaround whenever you're switching from positions in hot yoga, but still, it's not the same as complete movement. It isn't. So this rope, it gives me the ability to have a flowing low intensity exercise while also being resistance exercise, while also giving me that meditation feeling that yoga does. That's very, very hard to find. Just be aware of that. So actually, in my rope flow group, a gentleman said that I should go and start off with the lighter rope. And he is absolutely right. However, I've already paid for this rope and I pay the import taxes for it. And your boy is balling on a budget, so he doesn't want to go and get a lighter rope, which he should, but hey. I already got this. I'm already putting in the work. I'm already having a good time. Ain't no reason to stop now. You know, the poopy thing about recording here in my condo, Sky Garden, is that there's residents over here just living. So it's like, I don't want to show their balcony or their windows. I want to give them privacy. At the same time, I still want to make my videos. So you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? I can totally feel this in my scapula, my entire traps, my tricep, my delts, man, everything. But let me get my hips involved, get that battle stance going. Woo. So technically I'm only on module 1 of this rope flow course, but I feel like I'm really, really just enjoying it. Like this right here, this little propeller movement, one-handed. I can't explain to you why it's so fun. I can't explain to you why it's such a good workout, but oh my goodness, it's great. And the best part is that you can do this outside. You can do it in the gym too, but you don't have to pay. Once you buy it, you have it. You have the rope, you know what I mean? That's it. No memberships, no, nothing like that. And Nsima was saying that you can get a full body workout just with simple movements like this. You don't have to be all fancy and whatnot. Obviously, if you go more fancy, they hit more muscle group specifically. But like, let's say the dragon roll, which I can't do as yet, but I will in the future. That incorporates a lot more of your upper traps and stuff like that. And it's your scapula too. You know, with these slow and flowy movements, I truly feel like I'm getting progression, even though I'm not on the speed that Nsima is at, by far. Because, you know, just with anything, you start slow, you'll be able to go fast. If you want to walk, if you want to run one day, you got to walk, you know what I mean? So just start somewhere, go very slow. Even though I have the heavy rope, I'd be able to start and probably learn faster with the lighter rope. That's all right. We'll go back to the overhand racing chase. You see, I'm having some issues keeping the slack out when dipping to the left side. So I'll involve my back and my hips more. You see, this is almost like the contrast between the jump rope. The jump rope is an up and down movement, right? And this is a side to side movement. It really complements it. And I almost feel like with a jump rope and just a flow rope, even just the jump rope by itself or the flow rope alone, you'll get a full body workout, low intensity, and it just hits everything like nothing else. Guys, I'm in love with my new vest, man. I just can't believe the steal that I got this for. 70% off. Honestly, I've never bought anything for 70% off in my life. So it's really nice getting something that's a high quality brand name from Lazada, so you can trust it. 100% authentic from the Adidas store online. I lucked out today. All right, guys, switching over to the right hand on top. See, I got some slack going. I'm gonna try and fix that. All right, by turning the rope outwards this way, I got rid of that slack. Almost want a forceful exhale, because it helps you with that down force of the rope, believe it or not. Now I'm involving my back heavily. Switching stances. I already have so much more endurance for this rope than when I first picked it up. So this is now my 5th official time practicing with this rope, I believe, or flow rope in general, and 4th time on the Odyssey video. So I really truly feel like you just exponentially get that strength just 5 or 10 minutes. That's all Nsima is saying, and it really, really does make a difference. Now I'm gonna work on the underhand race and chase, starting with the left side. Guys, I'm exponentially getting better with each practice. I can already feel it. Yoga came this natural to me, but I'm gotta be honest, it wasn't that fun. I love yoga. It'll always have a place in my heart, but this I can truly enjoy. It's almost like I am by no means a dancer. I love to dance, but I suck. But I have friends who were break dancers in high school and back in my hometown, Deltona, Florida. And they would tell me it's just one of the best joys ever in life is to just be able to move with music and express your body. I have a lot of, like I said, break dancers, people that know how to pop dance, stuff like that. So I would watch them move, and I would be a little envious because I want to be able to move like that, have a good workout, be able to express myself. But I just never found dance to be my calling. This rope, however, is. See, I got more slack. My rope's twisted. We'll adjust my grip, see if that does anything. Yeah, the first time I did the underhand, it was so awkward. And even now I'm looking at myself on the camera, and it's still awkward for me, but I have a little more control. That's all it is. It's just getting that control down. Now I'm getting risky with the camera. Getting a little too close. I'm gonna cut this one short, guys. I'm gonna go shower up, get this posted. See you guys next one. I can't wait for you guys to start rope flow yourself. Take care, my friends.